Show. I'm Kathleen.
I'm Rebecca.
Hi, I'm Sheila.
And I'm Carrie, and today we are talking about quick and easy recipes, our pet peeves, and some of our favorite Christmas traditions. So welcome to the show and Merry Christmas to you. Hope you enjoy this, and what we're going to be doing is a couple of drinks and a couple of great recipes. Both are hot. Both are hot, right?
Yeah.
This is hot, that'll be hot.
Yes.
So sit back and enjoy and fix yourself a cocktail if you want, because we're going to have a cocktail and some hot tea. All right. We're going to start off normally with coffee cups, but today we're just going to talk about Christmas traditions. Kathleen?
My most favorite tradition with the children is opening one gift on Christmas Eve. Now, I get to pick the gift that's opened. They're not going to open the big old PlayStation or the bicycle, but something that's entertaining, if it's a board game or a book or something they can enjoy after Christmas dinner.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah, I think a lot of people have that tradition. Mm-hmm. You know, that one gift thing. What about you, Rebecca?
I cannot really think of any Christmas traditions, to be very honest with you. I will say that we always opened up all of our presents on Christmas Day, not any before, not one gift before. And so I guess we're just kind of doing our own thing. I think for the past 15 years, sometimes we do Christmas at home, traditionally. Sometimes we do it in Fort Lauderdale. We're South Beach people. So we don't really have one specifically.
Well, maybe that is your tradition.
That's
not
my
being
tradition.
traditional.
Not being traditional.
Yeah, that's very true.
How about that? Yeah.
Very true.
What about you?
I think probably my favorite Christmas tradition has to do with when the boys were little and at home growing up and waking up at 4:30, sometimes 4 a.m., still dark outside, and hearing their little feet. Of course, we were already up and prepared and waiting, but that excitement in their eyes of, Santa's been here, let's go. Yeah. And running to the tree and ripping into presents. Those are some of my favorite memories.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, you just made me think of this. For growing up on the farm in Georgia, we were not allowed, first of all, we couldn't open a present on Christmas Eve.
No.
And we could not come down the hallway until we could see the trees at the other end of the field. So you could see the trees at the other end of the field, you could not come. So that just reminded me of that. We couldn't do that. So that's kind of cool. But for growing up with our sons and our kids, of course, we had my nieces and nephews with us too. I think putting together puzzles is our biggest thing. Even one year, we got the glue, so we saved everybody's puzzle, and you can do that and make a picture out of it or placemats.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got puzzles.
That too. I forgot about that.
Don't you love puzzles at Christmas?
Okay, I like that. And now I have a new tradition. Oh, I like that. I'm not kidding you. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, puzzles are fun. You can buy small ones or one huge one for the family.
Yeah, and it gives you something to do together too, and you can have conversation while all that's going on. So
I think I do. It is, and I think I do remember us opening a present sometimes growing up, but it was always a game, like you said, something you could do on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, just like your puzzles, it's a struggle to get kids nowadays to communicate.
Right.
Get off the electronics. Mm-hmm. So a book, a game, a puzzle, those are all kind of things to bring the family together.
Awesome. So you have great Christmas traditions. If you got some awesome ones you want to share, send them in to us. So now we're going to start cooking.
Yeah. So I'm going to start off with our really fancy phyllo cups. These things are amazing. They're dynamite to use for all kinds of purposes. You can make little dessert type phyllo cups. Mine's going to be more of a salty, savory. It's got some really good ingredients. I'm just going to start mixing in. Let me ask you guys, have you had this before?
What is it?
It's the traditional name is cheesy rotel bacon.
If it has bacon in it, I will love it. But
she calls them cheesy Shelias.
Cheesy Shelias. There you go.
Cheesy Shelias.
That's what they are. So we're just going to mix everything up in here, and I'm going to put a few together and let you see what the finished product looks like as well.
I already love it.
What all are you mixing up in there?
I've got 1 can of rotel. I've got about a cup of bacon, a cup of cheddar cheese, and I like to use the sharp cheddar cheese, which gives a little bit more bite and oomph, which is really good. And this is 1 cup of mayo. And you can use the low-fat mayo if you want to.
Or the olive oil mayo?
Mm-hmm, that's what I use.
So was that cooked bacon or bacon bits?
Bacon bits.
Okay.
Yes, now you could use cooked bacon if you prefer.
I'm more of a fan of cooked bacon. What about y'all?
Too. Yeah,
I feel like bacon bits break your teeth.
I don't know, it seems easy.
It is easy, that's the thing, and it makes a really good presentation. The first time I was introduced to these, I was at my bunco group years ago, and one of our fellow bunco ladies, Sheila Conquest, awesome lady, had these at her house for bunco, and I was so impressed. And of course, everybody has requested these. Every time you present these somewhere, you will have people ask you to make them again because they are so good.
Oh, it smells good. It hasn't even cooked yet.
Yeah, so I'm
Y'all
gonna.
smell that?
It does smell
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, so I'll get these going, and Carrie, you're making
Yes.
a drink.
Okay,
for
so
us?
I'm gonna make a drink, and we're anxious for this, I think, because we're thirsty.
Yes.
For something yummy. Okay, so this is Luke's White Cosmo. My son Luke introduced me to this recipe last week when we were all on vacation together.
Nice.
Luke works on a yacht, with some of the other kids do too in our family, and so he finds himself making cocktails, dinners, meals for a lot of people sometimes. So he has this wonderful drink. Okay, I'm about to shake it before I'm ready. Let me tell you what's in it. Okay, so it's not your traditional cosmopolitan. This one is going to have white cranberry juice. So you're going to want, for every drink, you're going to want 2 ounces of white cranberry juice. And I'm making one for everyone here, so I've already added all the other doses that we need of that. You're going to also want 2 ounces of vodka. This is our shout out segment because I love Pickers Vodka. It's local, it's Nashville, Tennessee.
Woohoo!
And it is distilled in Nashville and is a tribute to the musicians whose sounds fill the air in Music City. So Pickers Vodka, it's delicious, and I keep it at my house for sure. Oh, and my shot glass even says
I was going to say
Nashville.
shot glass.
Okay, so you got to represent and drink local. So 2 ounces of vodka, 2 ounces of the white cranberry. You're going to want 1 ounce of Saint Germain. Now a lot of people use Cointreau or triple sec or something for a sweetener. This is Saint Germain elderflower, and you're going to want 1 ounce of that in each drink. So it's a really easy recipe. And then, yeah, hell, smell that. The aroma of it is great. You're also going to want a lot of lime juice. You're going to want a full 1 ounces of lime juice in each serving. So I've already got most of our juice going. Let me add one more here. And I love to just cut them in half and use this citrus squeezer. And then, oh, I'll leave that in there. Okay. Oop, this looks like it could get a little full. Uh-oh. We may have a complication here when I go to put this on.
This is gonna get ready.
So now you've got your lime juice in there, and you're going to put this in your shaker with ice and shake this up.
Yum, yum.
Yum, yum. And oops, I'm throwing something out. We may have a little bit of this everywhere, but you want to shake it really good in the shaker with ice. This is the ice, so that when you pour it out, it is, to kind of get the suction out of there. All right, I'm going to pour these in here. In your glass, you're going to want like a cosmopolitan glass. You pour that in. Yum.
Lovely.
And we're going to garnish these. I love to drop blueberries in it because that's what Luke taught me to do with Luke's White Cosmos. Okay, everyone's going to get one. And Trisha, you're getting one too. We got one of our Breakfast Club girls over here. Y'all, I like this because, and I'm not really always a vodka drinker. Wait, let me put you some blueberries in there. But this is so refreshing
That looks
and
beautiful.
light.
That is
Very
lovely.
It's so refreshing and light. It's excellent for the holidays. I just think it's pretty for the holidays.
I think it's perfect.
It's pretty for the holidays. It's refreshing, and you probably even want this like in the summertime. You know,
So I think that'd be a great
in the
summer
heat by the
too.
pool. So this is Luke's White Cosmo. So again, once again, and you can get the recipe. Oh, and here's an interesting little thing about blueberries. You're going to notice that some will float and some will stay at the, will go to the bottom. The very ripe blueberries are at the bottom. That's what happens.
Interesting.
That's delicious,
Okay,
Karen.
the ripe ones are sinkers.
The ripe ones are sinkers.
Okay.
The ripe ones are sinkers.
The
So
ripe blueberries are sinkers.
Gosh, it
that
smells great
is
too.
it. You're going to want that in the summer
Love that
and the
lime
winter.
aroma.
So easy to make. So it was 2 ounces of white cranberry, 2 ounces of
Delicious.
vodka, 1 ounce of elderflower, 1 ounce of lime juice. Shake it with ice and pour it in your cup and throw in some blueberries. Cheers, girls.
Cheers.
Yay.
Perfect.
Cheers, Trisha.
Good. All right. I love
Rebecca, you're up.
appetizers. We are an appetizer family, and I love it on the holidays. Just invite friends over, come on over for a glass of wine, look at the Christmas tree, have the fire going in the fireplace. And so I try to come up with an appetizer that I could have always on hand at home. You can do the same thing. Spinach artichoke dip, and I've made it super, super simple. This is very easy, and I just pulled from things out of my pantry and refrigerator and freezer. So the first thing that I did is I like my spinach artichoke dip with a whole lot of spinach. Spinach is a miracle food along with blueberries. So I just took some frozen spinach and put it in a bowl.
Are you saying blueberries are in there?
There's not, but blueberries are in here.
Oh.
So yes, so blueberries are a miracle food.
Okay, they're not in the spinach dip.
They are not in the spinach dip. That would be strange. So here we have our spinach in here, and it does not matter how much. Let's say just a cup of spinach, frozen, put it in the microwave, take a can of artichokes, just stir it up. I added some onion powder, some garlic powder. That's it. I also,
that is easy.
a little bit of olive oil mayonnaise just for a little zip. This is the secret. This is the game changer right here. Cream spinach. Our local grocery store has it. Publix. If you don't have Publix, doesn't matter. Grocery stores have cream spinach in the freezer section. Throw it in the microwave. This is everything that you need right here. So you just dump it in. It's got all of your creamy goodness in there. You can even add a little extra Parmesan cheese if you like a little zip, a little extra zip to it. And that's it. That's absolutely it. And you can keep this on hand all the time. Serve it with tortilla chips. Put it in a bread bowl.
That's delicious.
Yes.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, that's great for when companies comes by.
Okay, that sounds great. All right, so we got a drink, we got pastries cooking, we got dip. Kathleen, what you got?
I have a great little craft present that you can give. It's also a hot tea, and this is called Russian tea. All the ingredients for the tea are in here. We have a recipe on each one. You just mix 3 or 4 teaspoons of this with hot water, and you have a beautiful tea. This is fun because you can pre-measure the ingredients and let the kids assemble this.
And it makes a really pretty. How do you want to layer it or shake it up?
You can layer it. You can shake it. You can, it's sealed. You can do anything you want. To present that, we got all of these little treats. We've got a cinnamon stick and some silk flowers and little decorations that I got all of these just at the craft store, Walmart. I got all of the jars and things at the Dollar Tree.
So is that a spicy tea?
It's not super spicy.
But I mean,
is there alcohol in it? Or that's your choice?
No, there's no alcohol in it. All of this is your dry ingredients. Kind of if you want to make it.
Let's add some rum.
Yeah, in fact, I've got.
Rum might be
let me hand you guys all
oh yeah, we got more to try.
Yeah.
Okay. And Kathleen, I mean, that sounds perfect for
it's beautiful.
Make some up. You have them in your house if someone drops by. Last minute teacher gift you might have forgotten or something. Not that you would forget a teacher gift. You never know.
That's right.
That oops moment. You go grab one of those.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Great
it.
to have on hand.
Hey, and shoot, decorate it for whatever holiday.
That's a great idea.
Think about something like a pink Cosmo or
Okay.
no, it's got to be a dry powder. It can't be like liquid. But think about something that would be pretty at Halloween or
Here you go.
Valentine's.
Here's a spoon to mix your hot water and your spice.
Oh, that looks good.
Smells good.
Smells delicious too.
Okay.
Smells like Christmas with all of some of the ingredients are
Christmas. Christmas in a cup.
Doesn't that smell
Oh,
wonderful?
it smells like
Yes.
wassail.
Yeah.
Yes. To make.
It's hot now, so be careful.
Oh my goodness, that smells so good. What lucky are we to start a talk show so we can eat yummy food all day long.
That smells great.
And this
It tastes
recipe,
great.
we'll put it on our website, or you can email us or Facebook message us if you'd like the recipe.
Yeah, all our
For
recipes.
anything.
For any of these are going to be on info. So, all right, so we got our drinks, we got some snacks, we got one snack still waiting on us. We're going to talk about pet peeves. I mean, everybody's got pet peeves, things that just get under your skin, right?
Right.
Everybody does.
Everybody does. And sometimes when you stop and start thinking about it, it could be more than you realize. You got one?
Oh gosh, we'll save mine for last.
Okay.
Mine's-
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll save mine for last.
Yeah, one of my pet peeves, when we get to be our age, we're all the ones preparing the meal.
Okay.
Oh.
My pet peeve is when guests come and disappear before the kitchen is clean. Or before you get to visit. I hate people that come and go so quickly because we're in the kitchen making the presentation beautiful for everyone. And
Yeah, that's a whole show, I think.
I want to stay. I want
That
you to
is a
stay
whole
and visit.
show.
Yeah.
You're making me think about today we had a big potluck in our office and we knew that we were coming to film, so we kind of ran out before we planned.
Right?
We
Yeah.
did. We did.
So.
But you do need to think about the host or hostess because they have been working a lot of times for days.
You know what? I've said this
at
before.
holiday time.
Yeah.
So
Think about like Thanksgiving. We start buying groceries weeks ahead of time.
Yes.
We prepare in the kitchen. This is a female moment. Okay, we're all gonna just rant for a second. We just told someone today we don't rant. But anyway, you spend all that time grocery shopping, preparing the night before, the day of, the dirty dishes, all that, and then everyone eats and it's over in 5 minutes.
Yes,
It's over in 5 minutes, and then everyone scatters to sleep, and you're looking at that dirty kitchen.
Yeah. So pitch in. Pitch in.
Yes,
Be
pitch in.
helpful and pitch
Speaking
in.
of the grocery store, that made me think of a pet peeve.
Okay.
Because I was thinking, what are my pet peeves? You said grocery store, and that actually reminded me. One of my pet peeves, yes, I'm one of those people, is for you to stand in the line that says 10 to 15 items.
Somebody's at 12.
Yes.
I've got 17 of them.
Yes, and if you've got just an overabundance of groceries, and the sign clearly said
Right.
10 to 15.
You know what? Again, speaking of grocery store, this is what we love about our show because it brings up stuff when we all start talking about it. Here's my thing with grocery stores, and I've said this for years. How many times do you have to touch the groceries? You take them off the shelf, you put them in your buggy. You get to the checkout, you take them out, you put them on the belt. They put them in a bag, you put them in your buggy. You get to your car, you put them in your car. You get home, you get them out, you put them on the counter. Now you touch them, you put them in the cabinet. What can we do about this?
Some of the companies have started doing the
Order groceries to go.
order ahead and pick them up.
The deliveries even.
Yeah,
Publix
even the
does delivery.
deliveries.
But that's all brand new, but for years that has driven me insane. Why
they
can't the
listen.
buggy scan it as you throw it in? Why doesn't the buggy just scan it? And then when you get to the end, a chute puts them all in a box. You swipe your card and go.
Okay.
Give it about 20 years, we'll be there.
I did hear, and I don't know, somebody look it up and please tell us, but there is some sort of grocery store, I don't know if it's Amazon grocery stores, that they're experimenting with it. You do that. You put all your items in your cart, and as you go through, it scans all
No
of them and your
way.
total. Yes, and I believe it's an
Yeah.
Amazon grocery
Wow.
store that they are experimenting with.
You asked my family, I said that 10 years ago.
Yes.
I should have made a fortune.
Now,
on that.
Sam's
Sure,
Club
that's
has an
true.
app. You can scan. You have to personally scan each item as you put it in your cart.
Okay.
But then you
So
show
we're
your
getting
phone
there.
as you go out the door.
Okay.
It's a baby step.
We're getting there.
It's a baby
All right,
step.
what's your pet peeve, Miss Sheila?
Mine's sort of off the wall. My pet peeve is when women go to the bathroom and they don't want to sit on the toilet seat, and so they just splatter everywhere. That's a real pet peeve of mine. If you're going to do that, clean up after yourself. Please
Okay.
clean up after yourself.
I was going to say the exact
Being
same
real.
thing. I know it. I'm telling you, and I was going to say, I didn't even want to talk about that when we're doing this, but that is a pet peeve of mine and has been for a long time. Here's what gets me about that. If you're so germ conscious that you can't sit on the commode, why would you leave germs behind for everybody else? I don't even get that. So yeah, that's
Well,
why
actually,
mine too.
urine is sterile, which is a whole nother conversation. But nobody wants to sit in somebody else's TT. So
No.
So don't leave it on the commode.
I know, and I hover and I wipe up my
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
my splatters.
If I was so germ conscious, just say if I'm a neat
If you're going
person,
to splatter, if you're going to hover and splatter, clean up later.
it's
Clean
almost
up
like
afterwards.
spilling a drink in someone's house and then
If
leaving.
you're going to splatter, you make it matter. All right.
Yeah, don't splatter and scatter. Don't splatter and scatter. Okay, so Sheila, that was one of mine. Here's another one of mine. Yeah, tell me if y'all can relate.
Okay.
Codependent dancers. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
All right, I spend a lot of time in clubs and honky tonks because my husband sings.
Yeah.
I cannot stand it when some girl gets the urge and she's feeling the music and she wants to dance, but she's got to grab 10 other
Oh
women.
yes.
I cannot stand
Yeah.
that. You don't know how many people are going, come on. And I'm like, just because you're feeling the moment. Don't
never
take
thought
me
of
with
that.
you. Don't take me with you. Don't be, you know what, if you're feeling it, go do it.
That's
Go
a
dance
good
by
one, Eric.
yourself. It drives me insane.
I've got another one. It might have to do with the holidays, depending on how many guests that you have over, is for you to go to the bathroom. This is actually where I thought that you were going with this. You go to the bathroom, you turn around, and somebody's used the last of the toilet paper and not
Oh, yeah.
change the roll.
Oh, does that not happen in our office quite
A lot.
often?
Yes.
And I feel like I'm the only one that changes
No, I'm
it.
the only one that changes
I'm the
it.
only one.
Yes.
Guess what? There's not that many women in the office, but let me say this.
I didn't change it before it's completely empty, and then I set the almost empty
Oh,
one
Sheila,
up.
you win.
And-
So
and
when
I
you
You
see
win.
that's me.
Wait a minute. Let me say this.
Uh-oh.
It's not even leaving it empty. It's leaving that one sheet wrapped
Right.
around
Yeah.
so you can say it wasn't empty yet.
There you go.
That's
How about
Very
that?
passive aggressive.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that really happens. I'm sure that happens where you guys work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So those are pet peeves.
Yes.
We got our Rebecca help
Excuse me.
moment. While we eat yummy goodies and drink alcohol, Becca's got a health moment. She's gathering her stuff.
There's nowhere to put it. I love this moment. Okay, little health tip moment.
We got to
Already,
name our flamingo.
yes, already in December, we are in the flu and strep throat and cold season.
Yes,
bad. A friend of mine introduced me to these last year. A lot of you probably know about this, but I want to share it with you all. It's at your local drugstore. Game changer moment here. All natural, works with your own body's defense system. I cannot pronounce this. I'm going to put it up here.
Give us all a shot.
Oscillocossinum?
Oscillocossinum.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely, and even good for 2-year-old and up. It says it right there on the package. Definitely combine it with your elderberry. A lot of you all take natural elderberry, and the perfect combination to top it off is your amazing vitamin C, which is also in the blueberries. But these 3 things, take them as directed. Game changers for the cold and flu season. Please trust me on this.
Hey, we have elderberry in our drinks.
Elderflower.
This is a health beverage,
We have
right?
elderflower and elderberry, and we have blueberries.
Yes.
So everything's healthy that we're doing.
All right.
Except for maybe these.
Okay.
So this is the finished product.
We're
I don't
bringing
know
in
if you guys
Gracie
look
and
at it or
Trisha.
not.
We're bringing
Yeah.
her in to try something.
Come on, Trisha.
Yeah.
So,
Delicious.
yeah, we aren't leaving
They're
anybody out
really-
of all this yummy.
No.
They're
That's
sort of
so
hot.
yummy.
Those two look so yummy.
Thank you.
And I want to add a little thing we didn't even think of here. How great is a Luke's White Cosmo chased by a Russian tea?
Ah.
Very
in the
nice.
next
Yeah, freshness and spiciness
Very
all at the
nice.
same time.
Very nice.
Hey, and I wanted to mention, I didn't show these.
Real hot.
If you're too busy to decorate the jars, you can get the little plastic things and put
a good
your,
idea.
put your drink beverage in here, tie it up with a simple string.
Not even
That
being
works
busy, but
also.
being cheaper probably.
Cheaper.
Yeah.
Not
You got
crafty.
like 10 of those.
I'm
in a
taking
bag
blue
at
corn
one
chili.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
you can. Yeah, that's a
I don't know
really
how
great way
many
to
of
do
these.
it.
Very yummy.
All right.
Okay.
What do you? What's? Let's do one more thing here while we're having so much fun and some more drinks to finish. Christmas wishes or what? If you still believed in Santa, what would you wish for this year?
Our mouth was
Not
full.
you, because your mouth's full. Rebecca, if you still believe in Santa, what would be on your list?
World peace.
Oh, Miss America. World peace would be awesome nowadays. That used to be funny to say, but wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah.
That's definitely something to pray for.
Honestly, I just had a weekend in Dallas, Texas with my brothers who we've not been together in years and years and years and years and years. We haven't always gotten along, and we had an amazing time, and family heals and
That's
God heals. And I'm going to say my Christmas has already come true. It was
Aw,
wonderful.
that's wonderful.
So,
I
in
can
all
tell that.
honesty, it was
Aw.
wonderful.
I can
So,
tell that from your Facebook.
That's fabulous.
Yes.
Yeah. What about you?
I would just
Dear
like
Santa.
for people, dear Santa, please help people just get along. There's so much dissension these days. There's so much, if you say the wrong thing or you look at someone the wrong way, people are so easily offended in this day and age. And I would take that away. Just, it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to agree with everything someone else says, and just
And don't overthink.
don't overthink and don't let your feelings get hurt so easily, because usually it's not personal.
try.
Yes, don't ever think what people say. They probably didn't even mean it about you. You're so right.
Yeah.
I think for me, and I did just get to spend some time with family like you did. Oh my gosh, what a blessing. Thank you, kids. We had a blast. But we still were missing 3 that didn't get to make it. So my wish to Santa would be that we could have a big, huge Christmas in a big log cabin with lots of snow with nobody missing from the family.
That's a neat wish.
That's what I would love.
I would say health and happiness for 2019.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prospering.
Yep.
Everything,
For sure.
good business. We all work really hard. So anyway, we want to toast you for the Christmas season.
God, wait, do you have any wishes for Santa?
I thought I asked her, and she said
My
she
mouth was full.
Her mouth was full, yes.
Oh, Kathleen, what would Santa bring
You're
you?
not getting coals. You're getting something.
Okay, so selfishly, maybe I would like to have a maid for a day.
Ah.
Just Santa to send someone in to help clean up all of the.
Careful what you wish for.
Yes, Michael.
I would love that so much.
Make it happen.
I think we could make that happen.
Yes.
It's easy.
That
That
is easy.
That one we could knock out real quick for her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, this is just the beginning of December. We got several episodes left. But
Yep.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Go
Merry
enjoy
Christmas.
and look at our website
Merry
for the
Christmas to
recipes.
you all.
Yes. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers.